In 2022, our tourist numbers was 1.5 million visitors. This last year, we had 2.4 million. In 2024, it was 12 years since we hired game rangers and people who protect our heritage, the wildlife. It is then that I instructed my good friend Kanga, and we hired 1,500 rangers who today are doing a fantastic job looking after our heritage. In 2022, you had to travel to government offices to get a visa to travel to Kenya. Whether you are a business person, a tourist, or something, and you had to pay $50. We looked at it then and we said, we must make travel to Kenya seamless and easy. That is how we went to technology. Today, for you to travel to Kenya, you do not have to visit our embassy offices in all the places globally. All you need to do is to get access to internet, and through the electronic travel ETA authorization, electronic travel authorization, you pay $30, and there you are, you can travel to Kenya without any restrictions. The numbers you see today are not by accident. We have created a seamless portal that enables people who want to come to Kenya to find their way here without barriers and complications. Kenya Wildlife Service had difficulties in running their show. There was pilferage in the resources they were collecting. We did then instruct that all payments of government, and I'm not just talking about KWS, digitization, let me speak about broadly. Digitization has enabled us to cut down on corruption, on theft, on pilferage of government resources. In 2022, we had 300 government services available on a digital platform. Today, we have 23,000 government services available on a digital platform. Not just services, including payments for whatever you want, whether you want to pay for whatever government service. And Kenya Wildlife Service was not left behind. I remember when we finally made the decision that you can no longer pay cash to go to any of our tourist facilities, that you had to pay on a digital platform. There was a lot of resistance. In fact, I remember on one occasion in Masai Mara, there was an orchestrated jam of tourists to show how difficult it was for us to pay on a digital platform. I want to congratulate KWS. They stood their ground. Look at what has happened. They used to collect between 4 and 5 billion shillings every year. Last year, they collected 7.95. Why? because there are no fake tickets anymore. There is no way of you bribing somebody and getting into the park. You must now, on a digital platform, be able to have been identified. So, and that is the case in many, many other government services. E-Citizen is a Kenyan innovation just like M-Pesa. And today, E-Citizen collects on behalf of the government of Kenya about 2 billion shillings every day. It's collected on E-Citizen. And end to end, you can follow transactions, you can know who paid what, there are no more, paper receipts, for things, and those kind of stories. There is, however, one group of people who are still hiding. They want to continue with the paper receipts, but I will sort them out. So we are transitioning to a digital space. As we look into the future, I am very confident that our numbers will be going up. We have huge ambition for this space because we know very well what tourism can do. Tourism, wildlife, and mice can do for our country. It will not only create jobs for millions, it will make sure that we have a thriving agricultural sector. We have a whole chain of facilities and a big ecosystem of micro, small, and medium enterprises that grow on the back of tourism. And therefore, it is front and center of our plan. And it is the reason why this year's Jamhuri celebration is themed around tourism, wildlife, and mice. So that I can conclude, it's not just about numbers. It's not about the number of tourists. It's about money. Yes. It's about money. In 2022, from tourism, the numbers were 268 billion in 2022. Last year, 2025, it was 452 billion. Our target is 5 million visitors by 2028 and 1 trillion shillings from tourism. We have gaps which we can translate into opportunities. This KICC, magnificent KICC, was built in 1972. I don't know how many, there are some people here who were not born in 1972. Many people here were not born in 1972, right? And it has taken us from 1972 to now 50 years, yeah, to now build another facility. Because this facility has done us well, but, tastes have changed. Conferences have, the design, the, architecture of conferencing has changed. I am very proud to stand here from KICC and say that the Bomas of Kenya International Conference that we have always wanted to build. In fact, The Bomas of Kenya International Conference has been in our cards as a nation for the last 25 years. But I can now confirm to you that we will have Thank you very much. I can now confirm to you that what KICC has done for us in a few months, what we have always wanted to do, to build a new conference facility in Kenya. Many of our neighbors have gone ahead of us. We've seen what has happened in Rwanda. We've seen what has happened in Uganda and many of our neighbors. But I can now confidently tell you as the citizens of this great nation that by April next year, we will have built the largest conference facility in East and Central Africa. Right here in the Bomas of Kenya. It is one of the things that I really wanted to do for our nation. Whenever I get a few minutes in the evening, I go there to see. And if you follow what goes on there, it is being built 24 hours. Because I have given a timeline that we must begin to use that facility and begin to make money from that facility from May next year. Yes. Kwani mtafikiri tutafikisha trilioni moja hao? Si lazima tufanye mambo. So, and it has already been booked. Just imagine. It has already been booked before it is complete. It has already been booked for France-Africa Summit in May 12th, 2026. We already have a booking for it. Okay? Hivyo ndio mambo ilivyo. And I am very confident that with the infrastructure we are building, with the creativity that we are putting behind our tourism product, we have agreed, and I want to say, my sister here, the chair of the task force, which we launched last year, and some people, this year, right? This year, some people went to court, as is tradition of Kenya. But finally, I think we can now re-engineer our product as Kenya so that it speaks to the holistic product that we have, the different cultures, the different cuisines, the beautiful people and warm people of Kenya, our wildlife, our landscape, our heritage, the fact that Kenya is the home of wonder. You know, so we are packaging it properly. And I am very confident that with what we are doing on the software, with what we are doing on the hardware, improving our facilities, as we are talking, we are building a few airports and airstrips around Kenya, in Meru, in Narok, in Kericho, in Bungoma, in Homa Bay, you know. So all that is being put together so that we can make it easier for people to visit different places. On Tuesday, next week, we will be in Turkana for Tobong Lore. On Wednesday, we will be in Migori for Piny Luo. And We've just come from Loyangalani last week. And it's on and on and on because we want to bring culture into the equation, into our tourism product. I just thought I should say a couple of things, just so that I can give you an idea of where we are and where we want to go. And I want to ask all of us, all the stakeholders, the people who run our tourism facilities, the people in the hotel sector, our people in tour guides, the people who train our staff, Kenya Utalii College and all the other colleges, and every Kenyan, that all of us must be ambassadors of this great country. The highest level of integrity is patriotism. To believe in your country, to believe in yourself, and never to speak negatively about who we are. I want to say thank you very much, because that's how we are going to be ambassadors of our country. We cannot mention the fact that we are a great sporting nation. Some of our best ambassadors are our sportsmen and women. We have many marathons around the country and many, many other products that we want to package into what Kenya is as a destination. So, asanteni sana. I thought I should make those few comments. Hopefully I can deflate many of the questions that people wanted to ask me. But I don't know whether I have succeeded. But anyway, I can then proceed from there. Asanteni sana. I do not want to say many things because I'm going to make a national statement tomorrow, which will carry quite a bit of what tourism does to us. Otherwise, asanteni sana. Okay, I'm told there are some people who want to ask me questions. Mko na maswali? Sasa, mimi nilimaliza shule zamani. Sasa hii maswali. Haya, maswali. Tuanze na kuna mrembo pale.
Thank you, Mr. President, for this opportunity. Good afternoon, Your Excellency, Mr. President.
Good afternoon, my dear. How are you?
I am fine.
Yes.
It is truly an honor to be here today. My good name is Sharon Mokai Mwongela, and I am a born-again youth leader, a mental health advocate, and I am very, very passionate about tourism. I have listened to your talk, and I am very, very impressed by your commitment to improving the tourism sector. This week we've had fruitful discussions, and let me go straight to my question. So, what reforms or commitments are you willing to support in the tourism, or rather your government is willing to support in the tourism sector? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sharon. Can I take maybe another one or two questions? Yes, we have a gentleman there in branded green. Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Your Excellency, and everyone who is here, dignitaries, youth leaders, and all the CEOs. I'm really honored to be here, Your Excellency, Mr. President. It's my first time actually to have a one-on-one face conversation with you. My name is John Ongicho. I am from Migori. John Ongicho. Yes, and I am from Migori. I am a self-taught youth leader. I do mentorship with the youth. And I also support your vision #1 of growing trees, 15 billion trees by 2032. So what I've been doing with the youths, when I start with me, before I ask a question, because I want you to know me, because I would like to work with you. I love how you're working. Yes. Yeah. I like your resiliency. I like your decisiveness. And if you say it's going this way, I love it. Honestly, I would like to work with you. So I work with the youths as a CSO, civil society organization, through my organization, which is called Go Green. So I work with the community, and I work hand in hand with the area chief and the police. So to enhance the relationship between the youths and the national government and the community. So my question that I want to actually also bring onto your table, to you brainstorm a little bit and maybe bring it back on my table again. Be patient, So what mechanism do you have? Because to me, I already love so far what you're doing, and you don't need to, doubt how friendly I would like. Honestly, I love working with you. So, but I want to know, going forward, to 2027 and so on, because the responsibility which is coming for you, it's really tough, it's not easy. With the attitude of Kenyans of bringing people to the court, even if it's something which is going to benefit them. So with the youths, as a youth leader, which through the Go Green, which is a youth-led organization, what mechanism do you promise that can be able now to integrate all like-minded youths who are doing innovation, like the way we are doing also with the waste management, with the community, because we teach the community on how to utilize the natural resource that they have to keep the environment clean. And number two, also we teach them on how to be sustainable through modern agriculture, of which actually I got the opportunity to have my tent over here. I will really be honored beyond imagination if you can even take a walk and see what I'm doing with my team.
Thank you.
So what mechanism do you promise, sir?
Thank you, John. Thank you. I will answer you. Maybe I can take another, maybe a lady this time. We have a lady there. Okay.
Good afternoon. Your Excellency, my name is Habiba Abdi, a university student from Isiolo County. My question is, tourism doesn't seem very visible in the better agenda. Is it still a key priority in your government? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Habiba. Maybe Miss Sustainable Beauty.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, our President, and all protocols observed. God is good, and all the time, and that is his nature. My name is Frida Mothoni Karaoke, Wananiita Noni. I come from a small and beautiful village called Kiambere in Mbere, Embu County. Asante. Wamudende. Thank you, Mheshimiwa. I am Miss International Kenya, and 2 weeks ago I represented our beautiful, magical Kenya in Tokyo, Japan, and by God's favor, thank you. By God's favor, I was crowned as the first Miss Sustainable Beauty 2025. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, again in 2022, I represented Kenya in Nigeria and won Kenya the first Miss Tourism Africa. Asante. And if you look, you can see a few crowns here and there of beautiful young Kenyan women who represent our country with excellence internationally on global platforms. Once we go out there, we even forget our names. We become Kenya, and we carry our flag with pride and honor. And all we sing about is Kenya, Kenya, because as you said, you have to be a patriot and speak about your country through and through. Even recently, I think in Tokyo, I might have promised people lions. So waziri mtanisaidia hapo. But what I meant is that they can come here and practice sustainable tourism. They can adopt our wildlife and be able to give back and create an impact to our communities. That is what I meant. My question, Your Excellency, you've done a great job, supporting young people to use our talents to promote Kenya out there, and we pray that you continue to do that to support the creative space and our God-given talents. And you've done a great job welcoming the country, the world back to Kenya. So now the tourist number is going up, and we love it. So you're going to help us. If I am a first-timer, a first visitor in Kenya, which places would you personally recommend? Mr. President, what's your bucket list? We would love to know your bucket list in Kenya. Asante.
Thank you very much. Maybe I'll take one more from somewhere behind. Yes, my good friend here.
My name is Jared Lumbasi. I have a question based on the results, census results that were released. We heard that South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, they are ahead of us, and Tanzania, in terms of population of wildlife. And if you look at these countries, they have what we call consumptive utilization of wildlife. And we don't have consumptive utilization of wildlife, and we are not ahead. So